Yes, this is happening. Hello everyone, my name is JhonnyBAverage and welcome to my Twitch channel. So today we're gonna start playing Chicken Police. If you haven't noticed, I will not be wearing this mask the entire time. It's way too hot in here and I hear a weird echo, which is not gonna be the best for this game that we're playing today. Alright, so regarding Chicken Police, it's a detective noir game based in a fictional city that looks a lot like New York. It's always raining. It's in black and white. There's gonna be a lot of spoken word and text. There's a lot of good voice acting going on in the game, so I'm gonna respect that. I'm not gonna run through the text just to go through the game. I will be putting in my own 2 cents for every now and then when there's no spoken word. But it's basically gonna be a stream of us following along the story. I only played the first chapter of the game, so I wouldn't spoil it for me either. So we can go through this journey together and be surprised together. So hopefully you will enjoy it. I'm just gonna take this mask off really quick, because otherwise I'm gonna be drive myself crazy for the rest of the stream. Let's fix my hair. I also got a haircut recently. Thank you very much, Natalia, for getting my haircut. I needed it. It's much better this way short. As you might notice, I'm also wearing a band-aid on my nose. The band-aid is a bit of a tribute to my favorite kind of noir movies. At some point, when there's a private eye, he's always going to end up getting punched in the nose, or in the case of like Chinatown, he's gonna get his nose cut and he's gonna end up with a bandage on his nose for the rest of the movie. So I'm gonna do that as an ode to this as well. I'm also gonna be drinking apple juice. Don't worry, Twitch, it's not for adults, but it's just to add a bit to the ambience of what we're gonna go through, okay? So let me just get these headsets on. And let's start with Chicken Police. Okay, I'm gonna start a new game for everyone. I hope everyone's listening. Let me just double check. Just another quick systems check so we can make sure that you can see the game. And we're gonna start the new game, and it's gonna be a sort of, it's a like 2-3 minute intro, which I'm just gonna let you listen to and run through it.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah. That's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
And the red moon. And the chicken. Alright, Chicken Police. Let's paint it red.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment.
Lovely LA skyline.
That everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah.
I love the guy's voice. It's great.
Why not?
So gravelly. It's perfect for a PI for one of these movies.
The chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days,
Yeah, I love noir atmosphere. I love noir films. I'm gonna recommend a few in intermission. I did a few watch-alongs recently just to freshen up on my favorite noir movies to get in the noir mindset just for this playthrough. So hopefully it shows at some point. And here is the first character. Another thing that you can do in the chat to play along is to figure out or guess which species of animal is each character. Because in the beginning, like, I got a couple of wrong, but they're pretty good. Because later we have a scrapbook that will show you which species each character is and the background of each character, so you can remind yourself of any details.
She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time.
I love the fact that he has a bullet hole in his comb. It makes it like he's a rugged. He's been through. This chicken has been through things. Alright, so this is our office. Lovely black and white, so let's just check into a couple of things. Since I've already played this scene before, I'm just gonna try and run through it. The last time, the way it works when you interrogate someone, you can get a score on how well and what kind of information you get. So I'm gonna try. Last time I got a 90% with this character, the Impala lady. I'm gonna try if I can see to get 100% this time around. Just gonna grab these things really quick.
Badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case.
So it's important to know we're an ex-cop, no longer a cop.
My last cigarette. You're lucky
well,
I don't have a light, pal.
We're a suspended cop. Because I believe we're very close to retirement, but for some fuck up that we don't know yet, we got our badge removed. Alright, let's go back. Pile of papers.
I don't even know what these papers are.
As always, typewriter.
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
Don't we all? I think we all have a book in us at some point. We have to put it out there. Hopefully I will put mine out there before I die.
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here whether I like it or not.
You should always go traveling. Don't let it be something you do when you're just old.
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Over there you can also have my kingdom of dirty clothes. Thankfully it's off camera so you can't see it. Let's see old books.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
I got a few of those, sadly. I've been trying to catch up on my reading now, but always way too busy. You always find some kind of excuse.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Let's check out these really quick. Because there's a few very important characters here, so let's see. The Wild
Gentleman. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
The year 867, we don't do human years here. Apparently we're somewhere around the year 900 something. So let's check out this lady.
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
So his ex-wife is a parrot. Not sure how in this world of many species this whole thing works. As to daughters, is his daughter half chicken, half parrot? Could he have had a daughter with like the Impala lady, for example, and it would have been a half Impala, half chicken? It's something to reminisce about.
We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
Exactly, it's the same thing I thought. It's noir Zootopia, basically. Although, same thing in Zootopia. Can you only have children with your own species? What's the inter-species dating life? I don't know.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Even though I love noir films, I'm not a big jazz fan, to be honest, but they do work properly as a background for these kind of scenes. So let me just one thing, because I think I left the music on from the other, so I'm just gonna turn this really down really quick. Yeah, this is driving me crazy because it was only, here we go, it was a mix of techno with jazz music. It was even worse than just jazz. And last picture.
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first.
That's the same thing that I thought about the Fawn Lady, but
I never understood it.
Here it's not as straightforward as Zootopia. You shouldn't be surprised when people go outside their character. They do stereotype a lot, sadly. You'll find that out in 5 minutes when we see the first couple of characters show up, but some might surprise you. Alright, let's go talk to the lady. Done with the ambience. Let's look at her first.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
I love that they don't swear "what the cluck" all the time. You're gonna hear that a lot. And also just a lot of "Bakar" in the middle. Alright, let's talk to the lady.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
It's weird that they say Ibanez. It's Ibanez. Come on, people.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I love the chicken's trench coat. It's awesome. I want to get one just like it.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not.
Oh, you're gonna love it, Mike. It's a great show. It's basically a movie that you just play through and have to do a couple of interrogations, but it's a great story, as far as I've played at least. Yeah, the names are hilarious.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Sunny is starting to try to pick up the Tame Impala.
Am I that easy to read?
Aw, don't play shy.
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
Let's join us.
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
I prefer bourbon over sherry as well.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Sherry is a kind of distilled wine as well. It's a very, very sweetened and aged wine, basically. A lot like port, for example. The only difference is, for example, port has to be technically from the port region of, I think, Portugal, and sherry is Jerez. It has to be from Jerez, Spain. You're gonna get a lot of random facts, a lot of actually random chicken facts in this playthrough as well, because I'm gonna put my chicken knowledge out in the open. For example, it's weird that it's black and white. I know it brings a lot of ambience to the noir thing, but he only sees like shades of red, apparently, like that's why it's called painted red. But fun fact about chicken is they actually see far more colors than humans do. They can actually see into the infrared range. So it's weird that he's colorblind. Maybe it's something that happened in the past and now he's colorblind because of that. If you want to Google something funny about chicken eyesight, they are crazy about the color red, actually. So if they see red, they're gonna attack it and peck on it. So that's kind of dangerous when you put a couple of chickens together. If one of them has a little bit of blood on it, the rest of the chickens are gonna start attacking it. Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. As well, you can also interact, sorry to cut off the chicken anecdote in the middle. You can also interact in the streams amongst yourself. I'm gonna reply as the last time. If you talk to me in Spanish, I'm gonna reply in Spanish. If you talk to me in English, I'm gonna reply in English. German as well, if there's anyone else around. ¿Cómo estamos? Y todos bienvenidos también para interactuar con los demás en el chat. So, back to the red color for chickens. So they attack the color red, so it's dangerous if they see a speck of blood on some chicken. They're gonna start pecking it, and they often peck chickens to death. So one of the solutions someone came up with somewhere down the line is they designed very small, it's basically like sunglasses for chickens. So if you Google red sunglasses for chicken, you'll see a bunch of chickens. They have like on their beak a tiny metal piece with red tinted glasses on it. That way they don't see the red anymore. It's just all red, so they don't know when to attack another chicken when it's bleeding. Muchas gracias, sí. Estoy en Uruguay. El juego, el Let's Play va a ser en inglés. Y soy alemán. El que le puede seguir la onda a eso, espero que les guste. Bueno, vamos a hablar nuevamente con Deborah. Let's go back to English then. Speak.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Alright, so let's see if I can get 100. Let's just check through the notepad, for example, and where items are, so you know when I'm checking through this, what I'm doing. Notebook, blah blah blah, it's detective best friend. It just shows you a couple of the clues that you've picked up so far and the people that you've run into. For example, if you go here, you go name Deborah Ibanez, the species Impala, it's a Latin name Apesiros melampus, gender female, special feature pretty and fragile, nothing too special. I'm not sure about the fragile thing just yet, and she runs errands for her employer, a sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's from a particularly wealthy or influential family. This is my first run through. I only played the scene, the first lobby scene once to get acquainted with the controls and everything. But everything else is gonna be as new to me as it is to you, so we're gonna go through this journey together. And Codex, it's just information that you've picked up along the way about yourself, about different data from what you've seen. For example, the Wild Ones. 3 gods are revered in the most places across the wilderness. They're the great Wild Ones who make up the Holy Trinity of creation, destruction, and silence. Harity is the goddess of creation, Ptapti is the lord of destruction, and Nkavititi is the genderless ghost of silence and nothingness, keeping the balance between the creation and destruction in their never-ending conflict. So that's basically the religion of this world. Then Chicken Police. Chicken Police is a famous detective duo. Santino, Sunny Featherland, that's us. And Marty McChicken. Yeah, they really did it themselves a great favor with the names. Gained a fame through a case the press called the Bloody New Year's Eve. So This is important because it's New Year's Eve today now in the game, so it's the anniversary of this bloody New Year's Eve as well. They flew high for almost 10 years when a fateful brawl put an end to their legend. There's a series of novels about them by Meredith H. Marble. They published 10 books over the course of 7 years before the series faded out of public interest, as did the Chicken Police itself. And last, the city of Clawville, where this game is ambience. Clawville's been an independent city-state for more than 900 years. During the city's foundation, 4 nations had joined forces, represented by their 4 animal figures, and the 4 hands on the crest of Clawville. In reality, the tribal alliance of the reptiles and the great insect clans had also played an essential part in the city's founding, but they never got to be represented on the crest. So you get to know already that reptiles and insects are like the underworld because they don't get representation a lot, or at least they're a marginalized group in the city. This gave birth to a political and cultural antagonism between the species. Clawville preserved its political autonomy and the dream that it's the only state in the wilderness where predator and prey of any race can live in peace, hence named the City of 1,000 Colors, or Zootopia, but black and white as mentioned before. Alright, so and over here, I just have my inventory. Got a gun. I think it's a 44 Magnum, like Dirty Harry used to have. Fun thing to shoot.
Oh man, I totally get you.
Ah, yeah, cigarettes. I stopped smoking a year ago, so yeah. Yeah, whenever I see one, I'm still somewhat intrigued. Should I go back? Should I go back? But hopefully, I'll stay strong.
Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway.
Alright, so we know that he's on leave. We don't know why, but he's on leave. Alright, so let's question this Tame Impala. This is just working, showing you how it works with the interrogation scenes. The more you go into the plus, the better answers you'll get, the more information you'll get from the person. And the focus will show you the mood the person is in, so you know when or when not to push them to certain aspects of the conversation to get through it. Alright. You suspicious? I'm suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Alright, detective meter. Alright, good.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Alright, at the beginning we only have one question to go for, so let's do it.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
The proportions are a bit weird. Like, she has very long arms for a very small impala head.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
I love the classic expression of this game.
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Alright, so we already gained a little bit favor with her, like a plus 10 points. So I must be cautious, because we think at least that she's still fragile. So now we have two options. You're not very confident. Are you sure you're alright? Tell me which part of the city you live in. Calavera Hills, Flowerville, maybe. So just to reassure her, I'm gonna make this question.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're alright?
Yes, excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal.
I was gonna say the same thing, because if you've never broken, because she broke in, because she was already waiting in his office, and he closed his office, so if it's the first time breaking in, it should be harder to open a door if you've never done it before.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry.
Alright, hopefully we didn't push it the wrong way. Minus 10. Tell me what's your star sign, sweetheart? Did you come alone, all by yourself? That's not really... Yeah, I don't care about star signs.
Did you
Let's
come alone?
go about this
All
one.
by yourself?
I took the subway, then the tram, and then I walked. It wasn't easy to find this place, and to be honest, I had to be discreet.
Everyone's the same height in this game. Chicken fawn. Well, there's a couple of shorter ones that I've seen in the intro, but like other than that, I think everyone's basically the same human body with just a swapped head for their specific animal.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm starting to get the picture.
This is quite unpleasant for me.
Alright, we gained some favor. So, why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself? Were you born and raised in Clawville? Do you even know what you want? So, I'm just gonna go for a straightforward question, because I don't want a distraction with that.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her
Katsenko.
home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Alright, let's continue interrogation. We're getting some favor. We waited for long enough. She's shy, doubtful, frightened, hiding something. Alright, let's see what she's hiding. I'm sure it's not intentional, but are you toying with me? How did you get this address? What do you want from me? What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me? So, these are basically the same. Let's see where she got the address from. Just to be...
How did you get this address? If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Detective. You are the head of the famous chicken police. Am I right?
Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who recommended me? He hates me.
No, Mr. Featherland. I don't know anyone like that.
I'm really waiting forward to meet this raccoon friend, because I think he looks a lot like a friend of ours.
Lucky for you, Deborah.
Alright, minus 10 again. Alright. Let's see. Alright.
What exactly
What's
did
the
you expect
objective
by
here?
coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable
Well, I am reliable.
and discreet
That's right.
and thorough
She sounds very flirtatious with that last
What
one.
about that?
and has a heart of gold.
Okay.
let's stop it
Same.
right there.
I was thinking the same. Alright, we gain a lot of favor. Are you in some sort of jam? Do you think you're cut out for this kind of work? This is just too risky for me. I can't take the case. Let's pretend you never found me here. Okay. Alright.
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Alright, I'm a detective. I
Then
need to
you're
know these
wasting my
things.
time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Alright, +5 again. Have you ever felt truly vulnerable? That sounds a bit menacing. Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
Alright, go ahead.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Alright,
Maybe I'll
spill the
act like I
beans already.
haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
Good. Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all? If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this? Alright, so let's see why we should believe her, because we don't know Miss Katsenko, we don't know her yet.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
I'm gonna try and follow my instincts, but we're also gonna have to follow Sunny's instincts. I'm gonna have to put myself in the head of a chicken. But later, not now, because otherwise I won't be seeing the game in a little while.
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Smart answer.
Alright, we're gaining. Alright, last question. We're not doing too bad. Let's see
Be
where this
honest
leads.
and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Oh yeah, the Kingpin, just like in Spider-Man.
exactly.
Well, I'm pretty sure this chicken is from a different time, when Sweetheart was more accustomed and, you know, harassing people was still the norm, sadly. He's an old-fashioned chicken.
Feathery gods, help me.
Let's just hope he's a good old-fashioned chicken, not a annoying old-fashioned chicken.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Alright, I got 90% again. And I did change the questioning, but apparently, like, the first one is fairly easy. So, I'm not gonna try it, I'm gonna continue. The employer of Natasha's current significant other is the infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. Really? Oh, Jesus. I wish people would stop. Well, I worked at a call center as well, and usually just older women would call me sweetheart as well. Alright, let's the legendary chicken police back in action. Still a bit weary, but untarnished. Good work, good work. Okay. Let's just run through our notebook really quick, because now we've got a couple of new clues. The mysterious messenger, Miss Deborah Barnes' employer, is a certain Miss Natasha Katsenko, the cat, and Ibn Wessler. This is where I'm saying, like, they're using kind of stereotypical animals, because the bad guy, or at least the gangster at this point, is a rat. And rats are not that bad. Like, they get a bad rap. I have a friend with 3 rats, they're lovely. The employer Natasha's current significant other is the infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. Let's see, we found out a lot of people along the way. So, Natasha Katsenko. She is a cat, Felis catus, female. Special feature, she has a remarkably green eyes, and she is definitely in trouble, so am I. Let's see. She's the employer of Deborah Barnes, we already know that. And currently the girlfriend of the gangster Ibn Wessler. Let's see about Deborah. She's afraid and she's secretive, or she's just secretive and an outstanding actress. That's what I'm thinking. Like, she's pretending to be more of a fawn than she actually is. In any case, not everything she told me is true. I think the same thing, and I'm pretty sure about that. Her employer currently bolsters the ranks of Ibn Wessler. To put it mildly, this explains the cloud of fear surrounding Miss Ibanez. And let's see. Ibn Wessler. Species rat. Rattus. Special feature good looking. Good looking rat. Charismatic and clucking gangster. One of the most well known gangsters of Clawell, real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. Pretty busy guy. And that's only half of what I've heard about him. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in the city's underworld. Alright. Let's go back. Talk to the lady once more.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Alright, 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Let's see what we got. New item. Oh.
I know Molly very well.
Oh, she knows my
Please
wife,
note this when
ex-wife.
deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman.
Alright.
N.
Apparently all Natashas have to be Russian in the Marvel universe and here as well. Of course, it's not even cold tea, it's Salus Frute apple. It's the thing that I found that looks the most like whiskey without getting me drunk at this point because it's a Sunday. Tomorrow I gotta work, but sure, I'll share it with everyone. Alright. Tsar Club. I know. Terrible having to work back again.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece.
I know, 3 weeks,
She was
yeah.
wearing a light silk dress. And
Probably gonna
singing
quit
a
my job soon.
lullaby.
3 weeks
The
and counting.
waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
For anyone who arrived late, Molly is his wife, and she left with his daughter at some point, and she is a parrot.
Mr. Featherland?
Alright, hands up. Oh, I'm stumped, apparently.
Santino, are you alright?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Yeah, I don't like to be
Blackmail.
blackmailed.
Don't play innocent with me.
But
All right. When can I visit?
visit me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Oh yeah, Natasha Katsenko, the Tsar Club.
Judging
Makes sense.
by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve.
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Yeah. Police are usually not welcome at gangsters' places.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
That's a very old chicken. Chicken don't usually live past like 4 or 5 years.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Hey. New friend. So let's just check. We have a friend. He's a rabbit. People. There you go. Louis C. Hayworth. Rabbit. Orictolagus cuniculus. Gender male. Special feature. An old friend of mine. He is stuttering heavily when he talks. So am I, sadly. I'm trying to get better at it. I guess it's just practice. Hopefully, a few streams down the line, there will be no more stuttering from me. Louis is the owner of the once reputable Atlas Hotel and a good old friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. It's only the two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whenever I ask him. And Louis's number is 555-932. Alright, let's give him a call. Phone over here. 555-932. So... these phones. 932. We used to have actually one of these phones when I was a very young kid. You would hate people that have 9s or 0s in their phone number, because it would take ages to dial their number.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Alright, good friend. Let's come over. And
Lewis
he
arrived a
teleported
few
already
minutes
here.
later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place.
You're showing your age,
but not
Valiante,
anymore.
just as I did last
The
time.
last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
I wonder if you give like a teenager one of those phones, if they would actually be able to dial something. Alright, Lewis. Let's look at you first.
The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve.
Aw.
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Yeah, I'm 32. But I honestly, the 30 crisis, it didn't come to me. I had a crisis when I was 28, for example. That was a much worse age. But now, what can you do? 30 is the new 20, apparently. But my lower back doesn't say so, so I'm in a lot of pain all the time and I'm always tired, but hopefully it's just a phase. I'm 32. 3-2. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have something to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah.
Goodbye,
Before
Lady
I visit
Impala.
the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Good old McChicken. Alright, and the last function is the map. Alright. There's a couple of side quests that you can do and main scenes. Some open up at specific times, but that's not really important. Hopefully we'll see as much content as possible, but let's just see where this journey takes us. Alright, Global PD. No, it's zooming in. Is it gonna zoom the Times Rimmer instead of the Thames? Fountains, Abador. More porks? Wait. Let it. What does it say up the top left? More Pork District, the Fountains, Upper Downtown, Steelway, Lower Downtown, Radwell, and Calavera Hills. Alright. Let's just find the last clue that we have over here. Natasha must know my wife, Molly, from somewhere. Yeah, because she wrote it down on the photo. Perhaps she has a very good informant. I must find out what the connection is. I wonder if our wife is missing. Or if she, well, just doesn't want to talk to us. Because if she just doesn't want to talk to us, you should leave her alone, Sonny. I'll fund Natasha and the Tsar Club. Alright, and let's see, we got some more info on Natasha over here. She owns the Tsar Club. Oh yeah, that was pretty much done for her. Alright, let's go to the police station and find our old partner.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole
Don't
life's
drive
work.
drunk. That's bad chicken.
Still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window,
See,
of the
there's a couple of
hotel room I
flashes
call
of color
home,
along the
I see
way.
the
I
same
wonder if
thing
it's
every
specific
day.
clues that we have to
A
pay
woman
more
in a
attention
red
to,
nightgown
or if it's
dances
just
slowly in
things that advance the
circles
story
to
overall.
smooth music.
Ooh,
The 9 o'clock show.
sexy
With a
rabbit.
glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music.
It is very Sin City.
The proud city of Clawville is slowly
Another
eating
great
itself
movie.
alive.
Pretty noir movie.
And we're still here,
The second one is pretty
with
shit,
nothing
but
left
Sin
to
City, the
lose but
original
our
one, is a
sanity,
great movie.
while others, the smart ones, had already gone. Molly. Does her name
And
really
Natasha
upset me this
Kutsenko.
much? All those
Oh,
years
Jesus.
of solitude, and I still
I'm
jump
one
without
solemn
question
chicken.
every time I hear it.
And I've got a big ass waddle.
And there's
Waddle
Marty,
is
my ex-partner,
the chin
who hates
thing
me.
for
But
chickens.
I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night?
Written and directed by Balin Bank Varga. Detour. Alright, so this is new for me. From here on out, I have no clue what's going on, the same as
I knew
you.
where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago,
Alright,
we
it's
survived
been a while.
the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but
But not by
Not by
us. Alright, let's see what's this.
back in the
Squad
day, I
car.
used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages.
Looks a lot like an old farm vehicle to drive animals around, makes a bit of sense. Poster, yeah, let's check out everything we can before we talk to these fellas. Oh, the dogs. Nano would love this. There's a lot of inspiration to be had for regarding dog shapes and animal shapes in general for her artwork. She's the friend that drew these paws poster. I'm Nanushka on Instagram. You can follow her and get your own poster.
Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
Los perros son la chuta, eh? Although there is a cat here as well. Alright. The crown. For the crown, for the king. We need you, citizen. Serve and protect. Public service. How almighty of the police force. Alright, what's up with this guy?
Phyllis and Roy's. 2 hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Hedgehogs? This looks more like a porcupine. I mean, this is a hedgehog, but alright. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's talk to a fella.
Well, look at that.
Jesus.
Hey, Sonny.
That's a
What you
deep-voiced
freaking out
hedgehog.
there? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bird. By the way, you're in luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Alright, there's a Scottish hedgehog apparently.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock
I'm
together.
just imagining Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. If they put someone with such a deep voice for the hedgehog as well, it would be a very different movie.
I see you're still the funny guy round here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
Was there a racist remark? Did he say something against chickens?
I'd love to see that.
Alright.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Aggressive little hedgehog. Alright, let's see what we got on them. 4 people. Roy's. Alright. Carlton Phyllis, he is a hedgehog. Arenascus europaeus. I did see quite a lot of hedgehogs when I was growing up in Germany. Male, special feature, I hate him. Good. A real little ass plug. He is too small of a fish in the ocean to be worth bribing. Ass plug. Quite a good way to call someone. Ass plug is something bears do in the winter. when they hibernate, they get an ass plug, so they don't have to go to the bathroom during hibernation. Name Mason Royce. Oh, he is a porcupine. Hystrix cristata. So he's like a whole different family, and he's nowhere near a hedgehog. I've never seen a porcupine in my life, but looks cool. Gender male. Special feature: I hate him almost as much as I hate his partner Phyllis. Alright, good. Big and dumb. It resembles my partner Marty a little, except that Royce doesn't have a kind heart. Alright, we already know that our partner is apparently big and dumb. Hope shouldn't call your partner that. Probably why they stopped talking.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages. And some drunk pigs in the basement.
A cult secret hideout reminds me of we went away with a couple of friends to Colonia a few weeks back through an Airbnb, and we got a place that apparently is divided in a couple of different places in the middle of the countryside, and through Uruguay being a very small country and everyone knowing each other, we found out that a cult used to be in one of those houses nearby where we rented. We didn't find any cult things or any bodies, but maybe next time we go there. Alright, let's see what we got. Receptionist. Looks like a hummingbird. We got a cat or a lion. Schnauzer dog. No idea what that is. So let's start over here. Monica.
Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here.
Most receptionists do.
The PD. She's too good for this place.
Very underappreciated job.
For this city.
Let's talk to Monica.
Hey, Monica.
Tiny little hummingbird. I like that she wiggles around a lot like a hummingbird.
Hey, boss bird.
Ooh,
what are you doing
good
here?
voice.
Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Gotta admit, the hummingbird's sexier in my mind than the impala was.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those two prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
Yeah, it's an anniversary for all of us.
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
I wonder how many people finish this game and end up being a fairy. Because you do see a lot of sexy animals.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, boss bird.
Alright, good to know Monica. Let's see, people... Okay, oh, they show everyone that you have in the room. Alright, let's go with Monica first. What? She is a hummingbird, Melissuga helenae. She can watch over thousands of things at once, and she's an angel. Good. The soul and heart of the police department. She's a hummingbird in theory, but many say she is a real angel who fell from the sky. When I used to come to the station daily, her presence was the sugar in my bitter morning coffee. Let's see the Schnauzer thing. Boscorelli, Chowhoundnadas. Alright, weird name. He's a dog, Canis lupus familiaris, gender male, special feature. They say he is able to devour anything that crosses his path. That's why he got the nickname Chowhound. Okay. Alright, name Mort Martigan. Oh, he's a Komodo dragon. Varanus comodensis. We didn't cross a Komodo dragon in the Colonia place, but we saw something that was in the Varanus family, like a huge lizard, like this big. He licked my hand. It was very fun. Special feature, he is an old and blind and an unrepairable wreck. And last, Lucius Wilfred Bloodboil. Dog, Canis lupus familiaris, male. The chief is a real legend. He also hates me. Good to know. Alright, let's talk to Mort. What's up?
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time?
Alright, let's talk to you, Mort.
Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
I like his style. Jacket way too... jacket vest that's way too small for him, and sweatpants, and a tie.
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve after all, and I
Sí.
didn't even do anything wrong.
No sabía que los dragones de Komodo eran medio cezosos como las serpientes. O que hablan parcel como Harry Potter.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this
Alright.
old monster, eh?
Same-sex relationships.
Sonny, I have no one else.
So they talk like oldsters, but
to
pretty
understand that.
adventurous and forward for a classy old game. Aunque es medio pelotudo nomás, simple opinión. Ah, es por su lengua. Sí. Es por la lengua bífida de esos reptiles.
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
That's not very nice.
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice.
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always
Sonny
been a
boy.
good friend.
More
Like a clucking pigeon. Mother... I'm gonna end up saying clucking more than the other word in the rest of my days. There's too many mother clucking snakes on this mother clucking plane. Let's go with the Schnauzer.
Detective Chow Hound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog.
Yeah, most small dogs think that they're alphas and bark, bark, bark and drive you insane.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Furry little arms. Good.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying.
Another really deep voice for a tiny Schnauzer.
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
I feel you, Sonny. I'm still whatever I work at for who knows how many days.
All right. No need to bite. I wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kinda lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. You'll be the same after
I know, it's weird.
Anyway. he was
Although
the one
I've
that
seen
shot
some
you,
pretty
right?
big chickens and
You
some
should
pretty
be
small
mad,
dogs in my
not
life.
him.
And some pretty aggressive chickens as well, like chickens are basically miniature dinosaurs, so they don't take shit for anyone, so
It's
gotta be
not
careful
that
around
simple,
chickens.
Bosco, but we'll...
No worries, pal.
Alright. Officer
One
Barkman.
of Blood Boyle's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course.
A lot of favoritism to dogs, apparently.
Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
Alright. Let's go. Let's see what else we got. Police crest.
Strength. Unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick.
Con la shoot nunca, eh? So that's a shooting range. City's crest. Inspect that closer.
One look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good.
So these are the founding fathers. It appears to be a lion, a fox, or a dog of some sort. Gotta lean closer to... Oh, it's a sheep and a bird. Like a stork or something. Alright, so we got birds, felines, sheep. Well, I guess that would include like all cows as well, like farm animals, and then canines. Alright. And as you can see, no reptiles or insects represented. Let's see, should I go to the office area or shooting range straight? I'm gonna go shooting range. And
This is gonna be a hard ride.
gonna
Last
make
time we saw each
a
other,
short
he had
break,
smoking gun
just
in his
interact
hand.
with everyone
I
for a
was
little
bleeding.
while in the
I don't know
chat.
how we can get past that, but
Put on the
it's
chicken
worth a
mask
try.
again after this scene, and then we're gonna continue at least till 9:30 today, because after that I gotta make myself dinner and get ready for tomorrow. But I'm gonna try and make streams around 2 hours and a half long, at least for this one. This story apparently isn't that long. Overall, I think it takes like 8 to 10 hours to play this game. So yeah, just... Ooh, that's a sexy... This is doing so many weird things for me at the moment. Sexy cheetah, cop, stripper kind of looking. Keep your gun clean, Mr. Lawman. Alright. Oh yeah, you didn't see the chicken mask? Here it is. You're gonna see it again in like 5 minutes.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
I like long legs as well. Big guns, don't really care about them. Alright, that's Marty. Marty's gun. Guns. Plural. Alright, Big
Her
Bertha.
Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her. A sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored.
Yes, makes it very sure that this game is set in America. Americans and their guns, they
I
love them.
believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection.
Not
so it
all
doesn't
Americans.
matter.
I'm not gonna
At
make
least
an
nobody
overall
has ever
generalization,
complained.
but there's a lot of, like, crazy gun nuts.
Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. I know her well. Marty calls her Susie. And I have
Why
to say, this little
female
she-devil
names for the
pulled us
guns?
out of many tough situations over the
I
years.
think Marty is having sexual thoughts with his guns, and not with the cheetah lazy. Alright, Marty, let's take a look at you.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always.
Yeah, let's talk to Marty.
Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello.
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Ah, shit, I skipped that. Can I go back?
Hey, Marty. Hey, Marty.
No. Damn it.
Oh, well, look who's here.
There we go.
Hello, Boss Bird. Are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Alright.
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on. Let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember?
Oh.
I almost bled to death.
Did you shoot him in the comb? Or somewhere else?
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
Okay, Marty, take it
I
easy.
need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
That's what they always say.
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Oh, yep, sure, I'll do that when we're in the intermission.
Ooh, damn, Sonny, stop it right there. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm imagining my face is on top of Marty's head, so yeah, I'll do that.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in
that
the
was
car.
easy. Convincing him?
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All
Right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
He's a feisty little chicken. Alright, so Marty's already on our side. Let's take a quick look at the clues, and then I'm gonna switch to Chad, okay? Let's see... Moses and Plato... What? Moses is a Tibetan sand fox and Plato is a palace cat. They're old rivals of Sunny and Marty. Currently working at the Clawville PD Police Hometown. Oh, okay. Good. Let's see. We got more information about Marty. Gallus domesticus. There's several species of chicken, but yeah, usually the white or whatever Sunny is, he's more of a brown rooster. Is Gallus domesticus, the ones we're used to seeing on television. I remember playing as a teenager a lot in my dad's office, who worked with chicken company as well. So we would have like a family tree of chicken right to the right side of the computer. And there's some pretty weird looking chickens over there. If you're ever bored, search Cochin, C-O-C-H-I-N chicken. They're feathery from top to bottom and very pretty actually. JhonnyBAverage special feature. The unusual height and weight for foul, shining white feathers. He shot me once and I deserved it. Okay, I wonder why I deserved it. We've been partners for almost 10 long, hard years. Well, we were, because now he's only helping me unofficially until I wrap up this case. Marty's a hothead with a hard fist. He's loyal until the end and I can count on him in every way. Especially if guns are in the picture. That's when he reveals his true self, and that's when I don't ever want to get in his way. Not anymore, at least. Alright, what else have we got on people? More information on Morty. A light-fingered bastard, he's blind as bad, but also one of the biggest scoundrels in the city's ever seen. He could have been a good guy, but got lost somewhere halfway, and now he's too old to save himself. Ah, poor little Morty. It's never too late to save yourself. There was some fight in the club where Morty was at. What a surprise. He's an old friend, so I can put in a good word for him. Alright, good. Nice to help him out. Let's see what's up with the dog. Detective Boscarelli, alias Bosco. He works in the Predatory Division, as I do, or as I used to do, to be more precise. Predatory Division. I'm guessing it's like homicide or aggressive acts. And let's see what's up with the owl. Dr. Reginald B. Bubo. Species Eagle Owl. Bubo. Gender male. Special feature. Morphinist. Neurotic. Old and ugly, but he's an old friend from the golden days of the chicken police. Alright, good. And so, alright, let's move on. Oh, light switch. Okay, we can do a shooting practice. Let's go for it. Get a hint. What is a hint? Aim your gun at the enemies and avoid shooting into hostages. Simple as that. Okay, shooting enemies increases your points and remaining time, while hitting hostages does the opposite. It's all about you. Choose wisely and fire away. You'll need to reload your gun after 6 shots, just like in the westerns, but even faster. And how do I reload? Doesn't say. Alright, let's go. Oh god, I'm terrible at this. No, yep, he's got a gun. Okay. How do I reload? How do I reload? Ah! It's not saying. How do I reload? Oh, okay. Left. Okay, I'm gonna shoot you. Gonna shoot you. Gonna shoot you. Right click is reloading, just in case someone's playing this game at some point. Ah! Damn it. Alright, let's try this one more time and then we're going off with Marty. Just gotta improve my skills. Some friends asked me to play Fortnite with them at some point, so I gotta go back into shooting game mode at some point. Oh, no, that's a hostage. Ah, damn it. Alright, got you, got you, got you. Ah. Ah! I hit the chicken again. Poor lady. This is fast. Damn. Ah! I would be a very bad cop. Alright, Marty is way up on the high scores. Bosco, Moses, Plato. I'm terrible. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna try off stream a bit to see if I improve my shooting skills, because I'm gonna need them for this stream and for all other coming streams usually. Alright, let's turn up the lights because we're very self-conscious about energy. And let's go back up.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
Oh, Marty's a womanizer.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
Okay.
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
I used to know people just like Marty that would prefer to have a fight than have a nice time. It's not good people to have around. That's why I took away your badge, probably. Or for the reason that Marty shot me at some point. Superas a Marty es lo que es un logro. I imagine. Imagino que sí. No es que ya haya pasado esa parte. It comes to it. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, like last time.
Chicken fights or cock fights?
Those were different times, Marty. With a different Sonny.
Always ready to fight, Marty.
Oh, alright. To the city then.
You
To the city!
don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go.
Alright.
Sonny, there's a little problem.
What's up,
Not
Marty?
so little, and it smells too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Gotta talk to the boss.
Oh yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What you gonna do? Shoot him?
Just kidding. Sort of.
Alright. Apparently we can't leave until we speak to Blood Boil. So let's
The
look at him.
chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood, but he never is, actually.
Yeah. Very stereotypical chief of police in these kind of stories.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Blood Boil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
I'm not getting all these chicken racist remarks, but okay. They're probably flying right over my head.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss.
That's
Just
a
serve
weirdly
and
bent
protect.
finger.
Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
You're pretending to like each other much more than you actually do.
You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Alright. Shotgun, so it's not the hole in the waddle, that's a gun. So, I wonder where he shot him with the shotgun.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Alright.
Have a lovely evening,
As you say, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
No clock, just straight up fuck. Alright. Blood boil, doesn't hold back. I like him already. New location. Alright, we're able to go.
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first. And it would be nice to say goodbye to Monica, too.
Alright, we should say goodbye to Monica then.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves.
Okay, but take care of each other too.
Will do, Monica.
I love her head just up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yes, ma'am.
Very hummingbird. Alright, can we leave now? Thank you. Alright, we should head to the Zara Club. Ooh, what's this? Is that a time-sensitive thing? Hotel Atlas. Hop Dog. Alright, since we're able to do it, let's go here first.
Dog was like the
It's a
last
side quest, but
warning.
let's do at least one every now and then.
My eyes lingered
Fresh
on the
breakfast
sign.
and lunch.
An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs,
I want a
plastic
pen with
hamburgers,
hot
and
dog.
watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
Alright, ooh, cool. That's a... Is it a cockroach or a fly? Fly guy.
Look at the poor bastard.
Cool way of playing the guitar.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't?
Insect
I know
riots.
people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
Yeah, that's basically candle wax.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
It is a weird analogy they're using, like comparing, because I'm pretty sure it's
I do.
comparing low income housing to insects, and that's
like they did for centuries.
a bit touchy, to be honest.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville.
Isn't what it used to be. Alright. Let's talk to Fly Guy.
Hey, pal.
Alright.
Can you hear me?
Not very talkative. Okay. There's a warning. We don't serve bugs here. Okay. Racist cafe.
Of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
I think they're actually making the analogy worse, because if it's supposed to be like racist thing to, like, we don't serve bugs, like back in the 60s in the US and stuff like that, they're comparing black people to bugs. That's also not a good analogy of playing in your game, but okay.
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler district are forced to make a living?
I have no idea what goes on.
I imagine their heart is in a good
I
place,
don't think
but
I want to know.
like choosing bugs
But
is
you're still gonna tell me, right?
it is a bit weird, to be honest.
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Whoa, this is heavy. Insect prostitution and child slavery for larvae. Whoa.
Wait, what? What?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them
Whoa.
as gourmet food.
They
in
eat
the
the
most
kids?
expensive restaurant.
Okay, this went very dark very quickly. So, not only racism, prostitution of insects, and then they're selling kids to cannibalize them for the other animals.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, me too, Marty.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
Alright, nice to know this backstory. The god of pancakes. Ah, he's so cute. I want
Are
one.
you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
Hop dog.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray.
Who said that?
A natural-born genius?
Yeah, right.
Alright. Apparently Sunny considers himself a little philosopher. The city? Ooh.
Peaceful, isn't it?
At night most cities are.
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Maybe that's the only way it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Shut up, Marty.
Got you there, old bird.
Alright, so I'm also drunk. Should I go in? Let's go for a quick
Ugh, the
We got,
place
like,
is deserted. Poor Zip.
15 minutes.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy.
Because I want to finish the... At least I want to go to the Tsar Club and meet Natasha Katsenko before I finish the stream. So we can advance a little bit this round as well.
That's for sure.
Oh, so here's the raccoon. He does look a lot like our friend. Our friend dresses very well, and he's got black bags underneath his eyes from working overnight. Jukebox. Alright, let's not lose a lot of time over here. Let's just talk to Zip and then be on our way to the Tsar Club. Let's take a quick look at
Sure,
him.
it didn't get any younger.
No, none of us are getting younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Alright, let's talk to old Zip.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
I have bags since I was a child. Yeah, well, I got mine like in the last 5 years. I've been sleeping like shit lately. Sleep is very important, people. Try and get the best as you can.
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No,
Alright.
you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you
Look at
here
his
and now.
clawy nails.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
It's going well so far.
He's a raccoon from New Jersey.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like,
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
Back in the days, these were all gang tattoos. Now this raccoon is probably a trap singer.
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell. Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this.
So
Weird, huh?
the rat's got depression?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
A lot of times it's about a lady.
Well, there is a woman,
I knew it.
but not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
Zip dresses very Peaky Blinders style. Yeah, only the hat's that's missing. Are you all caught up? I've seen the season finale. I don't want to spoil anything, so just let me know in the chat if anyone still hasn't seen the last season of Peaky Blinders. So I won't talk about anything that happens, just in case otherwise. Alright, new function. Can I ask him? Alright, I can... Ooh, okay, this is new. This is how we get information, apparently. Zip, H. Murphy, Natasha Katsenko, Harvard, Hop Dog. Okay, let's ask about the Zog
Have you
Club.
ever been to that place?
Okay, then I'm not gonna talk about Peaky Blinders, just that it's a great show and it's got an awesome soundtrack. Don't want to spoil anything to anyone.
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
Alright, let's check
So,
about
Ibben's
Hobart.
gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why?
It's
I've gotta
about
say,
Hop Dog.
you've revamped the joint pretty well.
It's empty. Don't be a dick, Marty.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, watch your beak.
Yeah, you're all testy about racist chicken jokes, so be respectful of gorilla and baboons and know the difference.
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball.
Alright, and let's talk about
So,
Natasha.
about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball.
That's
How dangerous
weird.
do you think she is?
Because technically she sent for us, so we're probably going into something dangerous. It is a big trope to have like a femme fatale that's playing the victim for these kind of noir stories. Alright, let's do one last
You
bit.
didn't get any younger, pal.
Don't be a dick.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
Well, you do wake up early because you're a rooster.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
Alright, cool animal insults. And that pretty much crosses everything off the list. Can we speak to you still?
That Natasha's a mysterious woman. A real cursed jewel, if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the millions almost immediately.
Is that
Suspicious.
so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice. Makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's
With the
important.
Russian accent and
Then
everything?
Suddenly, bam! She got the whole club. Just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then, it operates under the name the Tsar Club, right?
Yeah, you get a lot of corny jokes and feathery or animal pun jokes. Some of them are good, some are a bit cringy, I gotta admit, but in general, I'm liking the game so far.
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibben's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibben's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick? Doesn't sound familiar.
Mick the Marauder ring a bell?
Doing the Marvel thing of Mongrel Mick, McChicken, like Matt Murdock. Stan Lee would always do the same letter for the first name and the surname to make it easier and rhymey.
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibben not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
Natasha. I do have a story about a Natasha, actually. The first girlfriend I ever had was called Natasha. And that was back when I moved here and I was 10 and I didn't even know what a girlfriend was. And she ended up being a dangerous woman to me as well in my early 10 years of age.
That's my guess.
Thanks for the straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One? You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
I cluckin' will.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, I'm not your pal, Marty.
Alright, let's head to the club. To map. Poor little fly man. And where we got Hotel Atlas Club. There we go. Cutscene.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl
Have a
along
quick
Shelby
refill.
District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign
red.
advertised
Another color
tonight's
coming in.
main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Alright, there's a goat bouncer. Ooh, nice car.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul
Lewis is here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville.
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
Well, you're a bit too old school, Sonny.
As you say, Boss Bird.
Gotta learn how to use your words correctly. Don't be specious. Oh, Lewis got a stork lady friend. Saw a club poster. Fancy car. Let's see the poster.
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're...
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Ah, yeah. Marty's been married, I gotta remember that.
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've
Don't
got.
be a bad chicken.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
Again, how would a chicken have sex with a rhino? That's a very weird prospect that we have to answer at some point in this game. And what would come out of that crossing of the breeds? Fancy car.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk.
Alright, so we're in year
Haven't seen
942.
such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry. Who's...
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
Alright, and not much more. Bouncer, before we talk about Bouncer. Alright, why is the sign illuminated in color?
Will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now.
Neon went into fashion and out of fashion.
Pluck off, Sonny.
Now it's all LED. I can't speak to Lewis?
Hey, that's your old friend, right?
Yeah, gotta look at him first.
What was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly
come on, don't be
sane in
disrespectful to
Clawville,
the old
Marty.
rabbit.
But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
Okay,
You're reading my
whoa.
mind, boss.
Why are we always talking about killing so much? And poor little Lewis. I'm afraid that Lewis might die in this game. Because usually good-hearted, smaller people that help out the main detective end up dead in these stories.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary chicken police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. Well, that's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
A bit secretive from Lewis's end.
Honestly,
Maybe I'm wrong about him.
I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
Sonny, you're again showing that you're a bit too old school.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait.
Yeah,
that
Lewis
was
is
deep
cute.
Again, right?
Rabbits in general are very cute. And but also very scary and not very good pets, as I've seen from some friends. They eat everything. Like, you can't leave a wire or a box or even wooden things around because they just start gnawing and gnawing on anything.
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Big old philosopher chicken. Let's look at the bouncer.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's
Big
not
fella.
a guy. That's it.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
Bob the
$5
goat.
for Bill?
Bill the goat. Billy
Okay,
goat.
I'm in.
Alright. What's his name?
Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful...
He's a French goat, apparently, or
We're
springbok, whatever it
expected in
is.
the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir.
Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy,
Jamaican
but I'm pretty
accent?
sure we're not on the list tonight.
For me, it's French, but maybe it's Jamaican.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs.
Very
In
well.
that case, you can't come in.
Like, what's his face from Bugs Bunny? The skunk, Pepe Le Pew. It's very Pepe Le Pew, as far as I think.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Alright, new function. I can ask him. Let's ask him. Let's start off before
What
the
can you tell me
pre-match.
about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Louis C. Hayworth.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the
Oh,
club.
so Louis, the shy little rabbit, likes to come to the cabaret.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I thought you guys were friends, Sonny.
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Kinky little rabbit.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive the slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
It's a very reasonable bouncer. Not like most bouncers that
Listen
I've
here, you cow.
met
Do
in
you
my
have
life.
any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Take it easy, Marty.
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin.
Marty
The Bell of the
Machikin.
Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Take it easy, Marty.
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Alright, so how we're gonna get in,
Thank
Sonny?
you for understanding, gentlemen. And forgive me for my austere composition.
Yeah, I wish all bouncers were as composed as you were.
No problem, Shakespeare.
Alright, so how we're gonna get in? Let's talk to Lewis again. Maybe he can
Look,
help us
Lewis,
out.
that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much
All right.
obliged, pal.
Looks like Lewis has got some strings to pull in this
Yeah,
place.
thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
It starts to make me doubt Lewis a bit, to be honest.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Alright, let's go back to the bouncer.
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Hayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamont, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Alright, thank you, Lewis, for getting us in. Can we go in? Yep. Let's go.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight. Yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey.
No,
Behind
like
the
back in
bar,
the days when you could
rows of
smoke
fancy
indoors.
bottles reflected the
Terrible
harmonious
years.
voices of pretty dames
You would just
and the
go
clinking
out smelling like an ashtray.
It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome.
Mother of...
Mother of?
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days.
I have a hunch
Oh,
she won't be
that's
hard to
shame.
find. Let's mingle and try to avoid...
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Alright. High society in the animal world. We got a ferret, a big buck, and a cheetah. Ah, there's the tame impala, or maybe a different impala with a fox fella. Cool llama lady. This reminds me a bit of a anime that I recently saw. It's called Odd Taxi. I recommend anyone that likes anime to watch it. It's very, very good. And there's a llama in it. Is it a llama or an alpaca? I can't remember. But it has a similar vibe to this, where it's all anthropomorphized animals in a city of animals, so to speak. Henchmen. And okay, movie posters, different movie posters, quite a few clues. Oh. Hello. Oh, look at the mane on that bartender. And a waitress. Quite a lot of people to talk to. So I'm gonna see if the fox is the same person.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
Alright, so it's not Mr. Barnes, otherwise we would have had more interaction, I guess. This looks like a hawk, so let's talk to the hawk. Can't talk to the
Hey,
hawk.
there's Philmar.
Okay, we know him.
Oh yes, Philmar. Because
Yeah,
that's
look
what
like
he
a
calls
cop.
himself,
Thought so.
right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Alright, let's say hi to Philmar, and then I think I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna have another quick chat with everyone at the end, and then call it a day, cause it's Sunday, and tomorrow we all gotta work, sadly.
Well, well.
I will try to
Isn't
make
the
these
great
streams
detective
once I got
Marlowe.
more time on my hands, either on Saturdays, so we can stay a bit longer for a couple of games that are a bit longer. But like this one, as I mentioned, it shouldn't take more than 8 hours, so in 3-4 episodes we can kick it out and then move on to something else. I also gotta start trying to stream other games, like short stops in between, like serious sessions. So maybe you'll get a notice for me doing a stream on a Thursday or a Friday or something like that, where I just play a quick game either by myself, or I will try to do a lot of multiplayer, set up a server so we can play along as well as just chat, so to do some multiplayer games. Even if it's something like Uno online, we can do something like that, so you're not just looking at me at the whole time and all directly interacting with the game, so it doesn't get as boring. I hope this isn't boring to you. This game as far has been pretty fun.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Philmar Lowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
Yeah, I like it better than Zomboid as well. Zomboid was a bit too removed from everyone else. And it wasn't really my kind of game, because I'm okay with survival games, maybe if they're a bit more involved, or if you do it multiplayer. But this has more of a story, and it's more like a movie to follow along. And I'm starting to get intrigued with the different characters, so let's see where this road takes us.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes. Just a
Ah, sounds like Natasha Katsenko.
Oh boy.
And you?
Same.
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Alright.
Good to see you too.
I'll do my best not to get thrown out
We'll
then.
be back.
Oh, look who's here. Wait, cutscene. Okay, rats in the place. So I probably should hide at some point. Or... Alright, he's not in the salon, is he? Oh, there he is. Ivan. Dame with Ivan. Oh, so he's already moved on to a raven, then no longer with Katsenko. Alright, good to know. Let's take a quick look at all the clues and people we've met. One clue. Good old Filmer must know something about Natasha, that he could be important in the case, but he won't talk until I meet her. He seems a bit nervous. It must be something really significant. Alright. We'll do a start over from this for the next stream. So I'm just gonna exit to the main menu. Exit to the menu. Put on my chicken mask again. And hopefully I can hear something through the headphones. Alright. Let's move over to 3. And here we go. Yeah. So, thank you very much for joining me. This is sunny Featherland checking out, and hope to see you again on Sunday. Have a nice end of the weekend and good start of the week, guys. Bye bye.